everybody, welcome back. Well guys, in this video we're going to be looking at this old window air conditioner that I have sitting here and talk to you just a little bit about why it's important every year to clean this thing. Alright everybody, so this old window air conditioner I got sitting here, I've had it about 12 years. Made a couple of repairs to it over the years to keep it going, but this has been an outstanding unit, and I like to put this thing in my bedroom window in the summertime. And so that's, you know, even though it's the end of April here, down south, summer comes quick. So we're going to go ahead and get this thing cleaned up and get it ready to go and get it back into the window, okay? All right, so here's my little unit, and every year I clean this thing religiously, okay? And I'm going to take a few minutes here, and I'm going to, we're going to completely disassemble this unit and get it down to the part that really needs to be cleaned, okay? So guys, what I do with this unit is I put it in every year about, the first week of May, and then I take it back out around the first week of November or the end of October, somewhere in there, and I store it in the back of my basement down there, in a nice clean area beside the washing machine and stuff, and get it back out every year, and that's where we're at now. Got it out, got it on the workbench, and it's time to clean this unit. All right, so I'm going to take this thing apart here real quick and kind of walk you through some of the steps and show you and try to convince you of why it is imperative that you clean your window air conditioner every single year, okay? All right, so I want you to take a look at what grows up inside that styrofoam box that's inside the air conditioner. Now, like I said, I cleaned this thing thoroughly last year, with bleach and water and all that, and that's 1 year's worth. The last thing in the world you want is to have this thing in your house or in your bedroom blowing these mold spores into the air that you're going to be breathing. All right, so I'm going to get this thing, continue disassembling it, and get it apart. So I've got this thing apart all the way to this point, and I just kind of got this here just sitting here for right now. So just kind of give you a quick window air conditioner lesson. What we're most concerned with is this front coil and inside of these styrofoam sections, okay? Because the air inside your room comes through this coil, the heat, the humidity is removed from it, and then this fan right here is what sucks that air through, and then it comes right back up. You see there, it just comes right back up through this styrofoam box. And they use styrofoam because it just keeps the air cold, and then it blows it back out into your room. Air from your room goes in here, comes out here, okay? All right, so this part that's back here, that's outside your window, so there's another fan back here. You know how it blows hot air out the back here, okay? And this is your condenser, and this is the evaporator, okay? So the condenser back here, this is where that refrigerant goes through it, and that big fan there blows that. That's why you always feel that hot air coming out, is just removing the heat from the refrigerant, and the refrigerant picks up the heat right here. All right, so take this back apart here, and what we're going to do is we're going to clean all of this styrofoam stuff here. And you can see, man, you can see just after 1 year how this has already got these little mold spores growing on it, and we're going to clean all of that, okay? All right, now this is where it gets tricky, okay? This is where the job gets tricky. We got to get this piece here out of the bottom, all right? But this is tied in pretty good, so we got to come in here with a socket and a ratchet. We're going to take the nut off of this fan. I'm going to take some more screws loose on this whole unit so I can raise this up and get this styrofoam piece out of there. we got it pulled out. So I have to, I had to take 4 screws loose to get this up. I had to take 2 loose to get this up, and I just gently picked up on it so that it would all come apart. All right, so now I'm going to go in there and I'm going to mix me up some hot, soapy, bleachy water, and I'm going to scrub the piss out of this styrofoam stuff. All right, guys, so I've got my unit sitting outside now, some sawhorses. I've already washed and cleaned up my styrofoam pieces. They're over there just hanging up, airing out here in the sun. And now I'm going to take some coil cleaner. This stuff right here, okay, it's just an acid coil cleaner and brightener. And I'm going to spray this on both coils, and then I'm going to let it sit just a few minutes and then hose it off with the water hose. Look how that stuff foams up in that dirty coil. And remember now, that's the inside coil. That's the one that you're going to be breeding. All right, so I've got it all washed out. And I got to tell you, that thing is a lot cleaner than what it was. All right, there's the back side of the evaporator. Here's the front side of the condenser. Look at that, boy, a lot cleaner. And I'll straighten up those fins a little bit. I did that with my forearm when I picked it up earlier. I got a comb, I'll straighten that out. All right, guys, we're back. We've got the coils clean. I've got all of this styrofoam super duper clean now. This here, man, you remember how cruddy that was there earlier? All of this was real bad. Now it's super clean. All right, so next up, we're going to take this bottom piece, and I've got to get it worked back in here, and that's really the most difficult part. Once we get done with that, it goes back together super easy. All right, so let's get it done. Guys, we got this thing all done, we got it all cleaned up, and I hope that you can see the importance of what we did here. That was growing inside that styrofoam, cold air box that's inside these little window units. You don't want to be breathing that stuff. And in fact, if you know somebody that every summer they start complaining about, they've got an upper respiratory infection every year, maybe they got a window unit, maybe it's like this one, it needs to be cleaned. Well, hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you learned a little something from it, and I hope you come back for the very next video.